Hello, I'm Chris Slight, and who are you over there that I'm looking at?
I am Steve McNeil that you are looking at.
How about you over there?
I'm Ian Dransfield. Hello.
Hi, how about you?
I'm Simon Chung.
Yay!
Hello.
We're all here.
Doing the high energy intro that we promised ourselves before we started.
Come on!
Yeah? Gone in big. So.
Yeah? I always go in big. Right, guys?
You're going to have an accident. I know you've done leg day today.
Yeah, I've done leg day. My first time ever doing anything focused
So
at a
it'll be
gym.
the first leg day and prolapse day.
Yeah, it's a good day.
How many times have you been to the gym ever?
3 times ever.
And yet you're already at the point where you've got like your leg day already. That's, you've accelerated quite quickly to quite an advanced approach.
One thing I don't like in podcasts is when it's just people talking complete random crap at the beginning that's got nothing to do with games.
That's true. No one cares about you.
Exactly. So. Which is what I'm thinking. Like if I turn on a podcast and in the first 5 minutes they're still going, oh, and then Brandon went to this place there. I'm like, I don't know who Brandon is. I don't care.
Wait, where did Brandon go?
Well, Brandon went to a place. See, maybe that's our niche. Maybe we need to talk about Brandon. But anyway,
we don't need to.
We don't need to know. Basically, Simon has a plan, and we were following it at the gym. And
I thought you meant about the show, and I think I don't. You put it written down. I don't have a plan at all.
Well, Metal Gear Solid 5's a thing. Guys, that's your Apple Watch. We'll be talking about games on that later on.
We will. Sorry, I'll put it on sound.
Metal Gear Solid 5, that's totally a thing.
Is it?
Allegedly. People have spoken about it. He says in the hilarious, sarcastic tones, as we all know. It's quite a big deal.
You're satirising it good and proper.
Oh, I satirised it so well.
I mean, I can't help. I mean, we opened badly, and now we're talking about a game I've not played yet. So.
Oh, we haven't... Wait, bad?
And I'm one that I'm not interested in.
It's going to be a dry hour.
Oh, God. You haven't played it, then?
I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game. I tried to because I never had PlayStation. I was always Nintendo.
Yeah.
I tried to play 4 on the PS3.
Ooh, that's a bad place to start.
Exactly.
This is what everybody's told me, and I had no idea what was going on or why I should.
No, you won't.
Most people who played the entire series had no idea what was going on or what they were supposed to do.
That's of some solace to me.
It's a mishmash of confused ideas, and I mean, I think I absolutely loved it when it came out, but I was an idiot, obviously.
Have you seen Sense now?
Yes, yeah. Okay. Peace Walker came out, and then Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, so I've seen double Sense.
Oh.
Much better games.
Yeah, much better sense.
Well, 4, the only reason I even persisted with finishing 4, because I played it a good few years after it had come out, because I didn't have a PS3 for ages, was just purely because I just wanted to know what happened. At the end of Metal Gear Solid 2, I really wanted to know what happened at the end from that game.
Metal Gear Solid 2 made you want to play more Metal Gear Solid.
What
is wrong with you?
I really enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 2
Metal
at the
Gear
time.
Solid 2 was bollocks.
Everyone says that. But I haven't played it for ages, to be fair. But I did like it.
Go back to it and play it and just go,
is it
what
bad?
the flipping
Was
heck is this?
Was that the first Metal Gear game you played?
Metal Gear Solid was the very
How old
first
were you when
one.
you played 2 then?
2, Christ, probably about 15.
Because maybe that's part, because I know we're going to
15,
talk we're going to talk about Rare Replay later, because some of us have been playing that quite a lot.
Oh, that's probably
It's
the
same
only reason
thing.
I think it's good.
Being 15 and playing a game.
Yeah.
That
Total
it means
nostalgia
more to
carrying
you.
it on.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
About to say, it's definitely the same. I don't know if either of you have read Ashley Birch and Anthony Birch's book about Metal Gear Solid.
No, I don't read.
Oh, okay. You don't read at all.
I just write.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. Well, they talk about how the original Metal Gear Solid is actually not that great. Like, they begin with we love this series, but when you actually look at it as a grown-up, it's kind of not that good anymore, and the characters are a bit crap, and the story's rubbish. And the more you read through it, you're sort of like, oh yeah, because they were a similar age to us, and they were like, when we were about 11 or 12, Solid Snake seemed like a really cool guy and a really cool character.
It's called Solid Snake.
Yeah. But like, yeah, you do it now, and you're like, perhaps not. So yeah, that nostalgia could be pulling me through. But yeah,
I think maybe
1 was the first one.
that's what I'm like with Kingdom Hearts then.
Yes, because
Yeah,
Kingdom
I
Hearts
can't
makes
understand
no
that at
sense
all.
to me.
I've no
Like,
idea.
I don't get it.
I am very aware that they are ridiculous and the story is shit, but fucking hell, I woof it up. I just cannot stop playing. I've got when I got the recent hasty re-release of the second one, couldn't stop playing it. Like, I know it's shit, but God, I love it.
Yeah,
You just hate
And
yourself,
I think it's the
and
nostalgia.
You hate your free time.
Yeah, I hate myself for playing it so much, but I really do like the Kingdom Hearts series, so I'm going to assume that that's how you feel about Metal Gear Solid.
Well, they're very similar games in many respects, aren't they? I think that's why you've made that.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah.
Well, they kind of are in terms of if you were to sit. Like,
You're going with that, all right?
It was obvious.
All right, I'll sit back. I'll sip of water.
Come on.
Go on, mate.
In as much as, like you say, you play 4 and it doesn't make any sense. It's very odd. Like, I tried to play Kingdom Hearts and I was just like, what's happening? Like, why? Like, I get Disney and Square have collided, but then, like,
does Kingdom Hearts even have a plot?
Yeah,
yes, it
well,
does.
a big plot.
Leonard Nimoy was in it.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
he was in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the only thing I
It's
remember
got
from
a
it.
really convoluted plot.
And a
Educate me.
keyblade.
Do you want to know what the plot?
I'd like to know the basics. What is Kingdom
gonna
Hearts?
Try and sum up Kingdom Hearts. Okay, so every Disney world is a separate world that is totally like every other world isn't aware that the other world is there, and then something happens where all the worlds are the link between them is broken, and then they can just travel between each world, which is why he goes to all these different Disney films basically, and and then I can't even remember.
I can't even do it.
And so
Sora.
even someone who loves it really not. I've no, I don't know. Daft-
Okay, so
Donald Duck can punch somebody from Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
For a laugh.
fuck, what the fuck is the story from Kingdom Hearts? There's
a kingdom
Sora,
with some hearts in
There
it.
is, but you've not been to it yet after 7 games.
Wait, you never go to the...
No, we don't know what's in Kingdom Hearts yet.
Wait, it is actually a thing.
Yeah, it's
I
I
mean,
thought it was
in
just a
Metal Gear
pointless
Solid-
shit name
No,
for
no,
it.
no,
You
it's
see Metal Gear at the end. Like,
Yeah.
no, but actually, right at the beginning, they're like, Metal Gear's a thing. Here it is.
Kingdom Hearts is the moon, but it's not a moon, but it's the shape of a moon. And
Right.
it's also in the shape
Metal
of a
Gear
heart.
Solid makes more sense. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Metal Gear Solid
Wow.
makes
Yeah.
more sense than the beloved Kingdom
I've
Hearts.
got it.
Kingdom
Okay.
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts is about a guy who's trying to fill the world with darkness, and Sora is the hero trying to fill it with light.
With his key.
With his key, because it unlocks hearts which are full of light. And
So
then
he's
that's
just a bit of a
basically
player,
it.
really.
Yeah.
Unlocking all the hearts.
And then you've got the 7 Princesses of Hearts.
Oh, I bet
Oh
you
yeah,
have.
yeah, of course, yeah,
Of course you do.
Yeah, all 7 of them.
Oh yeah.
All 7 of them aren't, man. Okay, it is really convoluted.
Who does Lemon? Who does Leonard Nimoy play?
I don't know.
Some dude.
Zemnis?
Zemnis.
I think his name's...
Oh, he does voice someone in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, he
So
is
there is a
genuinely.
link.
Yeah, yeah.
So does Christopher
This is
Lee.
hard work, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got Christopher Lee in there as well.
They had some
Christopher Lee's in it.
proper badass
Yeah.
voice actors in it.
I
'Cause
suppose
it was
when you're Disney, yeah, you can
It's-
kind of pull people.
It's just Disney.
True, true.
It's Disney saying, we're making a game, so all you voice actors, all you got to do is sit in a booth for a bit and you'll pay you shitloads of money. And they were like, yeah, we're old. Okay, we don't have to move much.
Yeah. And there you
All in a
go.
room,
Leonard
I all said
Nimoy.
that.
And
all
so
the other
that's
old
how
ones.
it's really similar to Metal Gear Solid.
How does Kingdom Hearts? I mean, I've no idea why we're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
No, I like this. This is
I'm
nice.
genuinely interested. Is
Okay.
if Kingdom Hearts is a thing, then which it is,
It
I'm
is.
aware it's a thing. How does that exist in the market alongside Disney Infinity? I know they're different things, but
'Cause-
Kingdom Hearts is doing different Disney worlds doing things,
Yeah.
or I can buy toys and stick them on a hexagon.
I think at this point it's the people who've invested in the story from the first one. Like the whole
it's more
fan-
about the Kingdom Hearts. Than
Yeah,
the Kingdom
yeah,
Hearts.
yeah.
I think Kingdom Hearts is probably a bit of an older fan base as well. Not much, but a bit older, like a few years, maybe young teen or something.
Right.
Because it's the kind of story they might get invested in.
And me.
I know you're not a young teen.
And you.
Maybe you were a young teen when it started. I
I
don't know.
was.
There you
Yeah.
go.
There you go.
I don't know how old I was when I started.
So Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, no.
I think we've covered it pretty well.
It
not-
also has Square characters in it, so it has people from Final Fantasy and things like that.
Oh, does it? Yeah,
In Metal Gear Solid?
No idea.
Sorry.
I was gonna really?
In Kingdom Hearts. No, just because Steve was
What?
doing the Disney Infinity thing. Yeah, Cloud turns up.
Yeah,
It's
that's
really
some
weird.
Cloud, isn't it?
Yeah, like-
Well, Cloud does turn up in Kingdom Hearts.
I know.
Just to go back to Kingdom Hearts. I won't read
Omni
it.
Slash's Metal Gear Rex.
Yeah. Good lord. So yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5.
It's a massive piss.
I get the feeling you played the most of it, Ian. I've probably only played up to like mission 6. Like I'm barely into it.
I played it at 2 separate events before release for probably about 60 hours total because
Whoa.
that's apparently my job.
That's
And
loads.
Wait, so
and
you
then
went to
I'm
an
playing
event and played the whole thing?
Not all of it because
That's quite a
I'm-
lot, though, over 60 hours. Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a chunk of game.
and I wasn't anywhere near finishing, but I have to add the caveat that I actually play it quite slowly because I like to take my time with it because I'm enjoying it so much. It's been so long since I've enjoyed a game this much. Like right now, I don't want to be here. No offense. I just want to go home and play Metal Gear.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that no one does.
Oh, all right. I mean, no, me either, guys. Yeah.
God bless you for trying to fit in.
I was going to do the Pukazoo, but I stopped myself.
We opened with not doing in-jokes, and now you've referenced a thing that was on Facebook chat last night. Walk away from the kazoos. No one cares on Easter, no. No one cares.
Yeah, so anyway, this event sound like what sort of an event do you just sit for 30 hours, presumably?
60.
No, but you
The
said it was over
two.
2, so I just divided.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
the first one was like 12, and then the rest of it was at the other one.
Are these
the
weird
first one,
events in hotels and stuff like that?
because
I've read about
event
these.
spaces. Yeah, So, I don't normally like doing events like these, but it's Metal Gear, and I'm a bit of a twat for it. So,
Yeah.
The first one was a preview event somewhere in Windsor, and they locked us in a basement for a couple of days. Then they let us out and play it. No, they locked us in a basement for a couple of days playing it. And it was, it's fine. They just stood back and said, play it, get on with it.
Have you had to start again now that you've actually got it?
So when I did the preview one, I started, did 12 hours, whatever. Then about 3 weeks later, it was a review event somewhere in London. I've already forgotten where. And that was 5 days.
Right.
Started again, played through a load of it, finished that and everything. Did my review, yada yada. And then I've got it after it's come out and started again. So I've started it 3 times. And apart from the opening sequence, which will actually be a bit off-putting to people, I think, the rest of it's just so good. I'm really enjoying playing it again for the 3rd time in quite quick succession. But then I'm not really known for having good taste or anything. So.
I absolutely hate. I don't hate. That's just the wrong word. I don't like stealth games. I'm just no good at them. But the thing that I've heard about this one is that it doesn't matter. You can just do what you want.
You just pile your way through it. Like
you can, as long as obviously as long as it's in the game, you can't literally do anything you want. But as long as it's in the game, you can do it. And most of the time, the game caters for it in some way, like. Avoiding as many spoilers as possible, a certain boss fight, instead of fighting them, I called in a supply drop because I knew where they were. I called in a supply drop and it landed on their head and knocked them out.
That's
I was just messing about and it happened and it knocked them out and I won the boss fight and was like, this is marvellous. And I don't use that word often.
Do not. It's the first time I've ever heard you use it.
And it rewards you for being stealthy, as in you get extra points at the end of missions that go towards getting you rank. It's S down to D or whatever. I don't know how low it goes.
S the best?
S is the best.
Oh, yes, because I've got a few of them. I didn't realise S was the best. I just.
How do you not know that's like a gaming thing? How have you not come?
Not many games I play. I think I was vaguely aware of that from Devil May Cry, and I was like, I think S is good, but
the ratings of like soldiers and stuff go up to
right.
S++, but I don't think it bothers with the pluses.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't actually get docked points if you go in loud and killing people and stuff. You just don't get the bonuses that you would get for being stealthy. But you get other bonuses, like for game things like headshots and stuff. You do get bonuses for that, so you can make up your bonuses if you're going in and killing everyone. It just caters for however you want to play it, and it mixes it up on the fly. So like if you start stealthily, fuck up because someone sees you, then you can just adapt as you're playing and change to a different way of playing and call in your helicopter to do missile strikes on them and stuff if you completely can't be arsed with them anymore. It's just...
It sounds marvellous. It's so marvellous.
It's marvellous.
It's the only word for it.
I'm in love with it.
I just worry that if I started playing it,
You'd never stop.
Well, not that, I just wouldn't get it. I wouldn't know what the hell's going on.
That's my question. As somebody who's never played the series, could I pick up this one and play it and have a nice time, or would it be like 4 where I just wonder what's going on?
I think this is the lesson learned from 4.
Right.
I think he actually started, like Kojima and co. actually started listening after 4 and were like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have 45-minute cutscenes where everybody's using really in-depth technical military language that nobody understands or even cares about.
Yeah. That doesn't sound fun at all.
It has its cutscenes, but like they're not. I mean, by Metal Gear standards, they're not that long, and they're certainly not that frequent. It is mostly game, and I think it's probably the best. Yeah, I think it is the best starting point.
Okay.
The best Metal Gear game to start on if you've never played any of the others.
Is that the first stamp of approval?
Do we have a stamp? Can I go around and stamp
it? For an undisclosed reason.
A kazoo of approval, I think, would be a good thing, because then that gives a use for the kazoos.
Kazoo of approval? I give it to Metal Gear Solid 5.
Wonderful.
How many kazoos?
Because
up to 4.
We've got 4 kazoos, so how many kazoos
would you give it?
Well, I give it 4 kazoos.
All right. Well.
Okay.
I have no idea if there's 1, 2, 3 or 4, but there was 4.
There's one.
All right, well,
so it's got 5 out of 4.
Yeah, 5 out of 4, ladies and gentlemen. I like the mother base stuff as well, building your base, because one thing, you can run in and shoot everyone and kill everyone, but don't you lose money for like deploying more stuff, which then detracts from the amount of money you've got for mother base. And also, if you like kill everyone, you can't recruit, he says with like inverted commas, which is just stick a balloon on them and send them into space.
Do you know that's real?
Fulton Extractions.
Yeah.
I knew they were a real thing, but for people...
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And apparently, this is reading Wikipedia, I'll explain what it is.
True.
I really felt like I'd wrapped that up elegantly with the kazoo thing.
You really did. You really did. I'm very sorry, but I really just wanted to touch on...
Fuck me.
I wanted to touch on the thing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
well, that was apparent, yeah.
Yeah.
So you were reading something on Wikipedia.
Go on.
Yeah, I love Wikipedia. It's got lots of information on it. Have you heard of
true.
it? All true. Never
Go
be
on,
edited
go
by.
on. I'm interested.
You attach a balloon to a person who's unconscious and it just steals them away, and you take them back to your base and brainwash them to be on your team.
That's in the game.
Because it's got a management element to it as well, which you don't really have to take part
Oh,
in if
you
you
totally
don't want.
don't have to. But
I do,
I really
'cause-
enjoyed Brotherhood because I could send them all off doing things with.
Yeah, it's that kind of
I like
thing.
that.
I like to think of it as like the football manager element of Metal Gear Solid, and that's why I love it. But yeah, the Fulton Extraction is real in real life, and apparently, according to Wikipedia, which is never wrong, it was quite comfortable for people to be lifted up by it because it was by a plane, and they get pulled backwards up into the air. So you'd have the wind rushing from behind you, and you just gradually get higher and higher.
Oh, nice.
But they didn't do it because, helicopters.
Why bother doing that when
Yeah.
you can just land a helicopter, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I've learned something today.
Oh, what?
I'll read
real.
more Wikipedia in future, don't you worry.
It's going to be a new segment in our segment heavy show. Ian's Wikipedia Times. I like it. I genuinely didn't know that was a real thing. I vaguely knew of that being in like a Batman film.
Yeah.
Like in The Dark Knight,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that is
Yeah.
it. That's the Fulton thing in
When
Batman.
he extracts him,
Right,
the Chinese businessman. Yeah, he uses one of them, I think.
Should have used a
Yeah.
helicopter.
Should have, but that did look way cooler. When he just stood there and
It was the best thing in that film because the rest of it was bollocks.
Oh, well, Dark Knight. You don't like Dark Knight?
I'm just trying to provoke aggression.
Oh, right.
It was just a really clean ending with a kazoo thing, and then do you know what I mean? I don't know.
We can do in the edit. I can. There you go, and then now we're back in the room.
That's a shame.
Right,
That's a
so
shame.
we'll move on
That's
from
all.
Metal Gear then.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
It's a shame.
Instead of playing Metal Gear, I've just played loads of Destiny. Do any of you play lots of Destiny?
I haven't played it in a very long time.
Yeah, I
we
played it when
played
it
a
came
lot
out. Did it co-op online with a mate, which was brilliant, and got to the end, and then light.
They're getting rid of that, mate.
Yeah, well, this is
Taken King.
This is the weird thing about
Update 2.
Well, I really enjoyed playing Destiny with my mate. It felt short as a main campaign, so
Yes.
my mate was convinced that was like the end of the first act when it finished. And I had to explain, no, that is all you're getting.
No, that's
So you're
done.
done.
She's
You're-
giving you
you've
that
finished.
gun, and that's it.
That is your lot.
The
But,
in-depth story and everything.
Oh, it's amazing.
They just, I don't know. I find the Destiny thing weird because I did really enjoy the game. I'm not down on the game particularly, but when I first played it, the light thing was incredibly frustrating.
Oh,
So
it was.
that turned me off of it, which was a shame because I really enjoyed the campaign and I'd have liked more of that stuff. And then for the people who did stick with it and grinded for the random chance of
32.
maybe getting
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
now they've sort of fucked them as well because you did all that work. You did all that. I know you enjoyed playing the game. A lot of people didn't though because it was tedious, but you wanted the stuff.
Guess.
And now you've done all that hard work for no reason.
I get
You've got
that.
the voice acting thing where they basically turn around and go, well, we shouldn't have got him to sound bored. for the entire
Yeah,
thing."
that's one of the
So we've
reasons
done
I
that
stopped
again.
playing, it really
And
was.
yet at no point does anybody seem willing to put their hand up and go, we fucked this up a bit. It's just, there's this constant stream of success and, we're improving it and we're adding this new thing. And there doesn't seem to be any actual recognition that they sort of ballsed it up.
Have you
Not that it's a bad game. It's not a bad game.
It's fine.
But I just find the hyperbole around. I mean, there's obviously so much money invested in it that they've got to keep doing it. But I just find it strange the way
Yeah.
they
They've
handle
got
it. The community.
5 years left on their contract with Activision.
5 years.
So it's 5 more years of this.
Yeah.
It's just
Hooray.
I can't. I just don't see
I'm
how it will
happy.
sustain.
Have you seen the? It's this is thrilling, right? Court documents.
Hello.
Well, you're saying about how they never say anything but the good.
Yeah.
There was a settlement reached recently with the guy who got fired from Bungie, the
Oh,
music guy.
the
And the court
music
documents
producer.
came out, and they did have some like behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
One of them being that the story was basically completely changed in
I did see this.
about August 2013, and it partly delayed the game for like another year.
Amazing.
So things like that are coming out slowly.
Yeah.
It was rumored for ages, but it came out in court documents, so it's official.
Yeah. It's weird. I'd
say-
almost be more inclined to go back to it if someone just put their hand up and went, look, you know when you bought that game and then you finished it and then there was all this bullshit with Light. We're really sorry about that. Here's some more game. get back on board and get excited about it again. Whereas actually, I think I'm less inclined to go back to it because I've just had such a weird relationship with it since.
If I say that to you, will you play it with me when the Taken King comes out?
Well, I'm thinking about going back to it when Taken King comes out. I'm thinking about just resetting, start again with all the new updated things, and see what that's like as a new journey through it.
You can even auto level up your character if you just want to jump in with a friend, apparently, to like 25 or something like that.
So you can play with a mate who's already been playing it without the nonsense.
It's the World of Warcraft thing.
Are they taking light out then?
Yes.
So what's it going to be?
Completely remove the light system. It's just XP.
It's the thing it should have been.
Don't get me wrong. I don't begrudge them trying to reinvent the wheel a little bit, but for me, it didn't work either. But I have ground all the way up to level 32. The cap being 34. If you've dealt with the light system at all, you'll be aware that it takes quite a while.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That sounds horrible.
I don't think it didn't work. I think it probably worked exactly how they wanted it to work, but that caused problems with people because they eventually realised, hang on a minute, you're turning me into a bit of a crack addict.
Yeah.
I know that.
I just couldn't keep playing the multiplayer for the thing.
I love the multiplayer. It's so much fun. I
never
love
played
the Crucible.
I didn't play the Crucible once.
Control on the Crucible. I just sit and play that hours. Love it. Oh, it's so much fun.
It's a good game with an identity crisis, isn't it? That's the.
In a way,
it's not quite
weren't
sure
they
what
before it came out really going on? It's not an MMO. It's not an MMO, and it completely is.
It's Diablo.
That shooting though, it is precision shooting.
I think
got that down.
I think I don't like Bungie. Don't like Destiny when I'm not playing it, and then when I play it, I'm like, oh yeah.
I think that's how I am with it as well.
A lot of people.
I end up putting in at least a couple of hours when I put it on randomly.
Yeah,
I never expect to.
Genuinely, going back to the start and playing through and actually doing all the DLC and things that I've missed because the light system turned me off to it. I think going back to it now, having forgotten most of what happened in it, I think I'm going to really enjoy playing.
Having
through
forgotten
it
the pain.
We should do that then, Steve. I'll gladly. Simon was thinking of doing another character as well, and if you've got it on the PS4,
I do have it on the PS4.
That's 4 of us. That's enough. We could do it together and have a lot of fun.
Is it not only 3 though?
It's for fire teams, for raids.
Well, us 3 could do it, and maybe Chris, because Chris has already played through it again. So maybe us 3.
I've never played it with anyone. I've always done it on my own.
And you're never gonna.
No,
it's only 3 though, isn't it? So
yeah, it is.
Being alone is your destiny.
Oh, yes.
One man clapping.
Nice.
One man clapping and a kazoo.
Yeah, I can't argue with a kazoo. Mario Maker. Stephen, you've played quite a bit of it, haven't you?
I have played quite a bit of it. Yeah, it's really good. Who else has played it? Have you?
I haven't played it yet, but I cannot wait.
I've watched some videos and gone, ooh, I'll never be that creative.
You've played a little bit of it,
I've watched you play it for a little bit, and I've played a tiny amount of it.
It's just really satisfying.
Shigeru and Miyamoto, but anyway, whatever. Carry on.
It's just a perfect example of how good Nintendo It's just a perfect example of how good Nintendo are at making things fun. Because it is... Even though
he loves his Nintendo.
I'm loving this.
Do you hate Nintendo or do you like Nintendo?
I love
Nintendo.
Oh, let's go for it. Go for it. It's like crack.
It's your destiny.
Even though every level you make in it will be shit, objectively, it's so satisfying. Even just when you place a brick, it makes a little noise that's in the same key as that bit of music that's playing, and it's just intuitive because you obviously got the touchpad on the Wii U gamepad, which gets a lot of slack, but it's the perfect tool for this game. And even if you don't want to make levels, you can go online and people have made good ones, and the actual recommendation system seems to work really well. I've only played like the media copy because as we're recording this, the retail one's not out yet. Everybody's games, the best stuff floats to the top. You can only upload games that you can complete, levels you can complete.
That feature.
So they've really thought.
I remember.
They've really thought it through.
Yeah.
And even if you don't like that, there's basically like 60, 70. I can't remember how many levels, but there's a whole new entire library of 2D Mario levels made by Nintendo.
Can't wait.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Cannot wait.
So, how much are the Little Big Planet guys kicking themselves now? If Mario's come about and just gone, hey guys, it's all right, I've got it now.
Well, they should have kicked themselves when they made 3 so utterly tedious and joyless.
It was crap.
Hey, we're reuniting Fry and Laurie, but it's going to be shit.
Yay!
Oh, but it had the bird and the odd sock.
It
Was awesome.
It was cute and it looked lovely, and I'm sure there are a lot of great levels people have made.
That was the thing.
You can't play them all the time, can you?
No.
No. Sorry, I just really wanted to play as Oddsock, and I was like, oh.
But no, Mario Maker and Little Big Planet, it's just different class. Because Little Big Planet is like, have you ever tried to make levels in Little Big Planet?
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's quite hard work, and it's laborious.
I
Whereas,
don't like it.
Again, it's the perfect thing with the Wii U gamepad is that at the very top of the thing, there's all the little icons of all the bits that you can do.
Really quick.
You tap it, It's intuitive. You tap the screen again where you want to put it, and it's done. You don't have to go into your pop it and go into sub menus and find things. Every single thing is there straight away.
So no Stephen Fry narrating.
No Stephen Fry.
No.
Forget it.
There's 3 things that I've heard about it that frustrate me, but I'm sure I'll get over. One of them is you can't put checkpoints in levels.
You can't, but I imagine they're going to patch that in.
Yeah, they better.
Yeah, because Nintendo actually been really good at DLC and adding things recently.
That's what I'm hoping. And the other one is that oh shit, I forgot. Well, one of the things this was going to be the third one, but now I can't remember the second one, so I'm skipping to the third one. When all this amiibo support for it that changed the thing, but it doesn't actually change anything, does it?
No, movement is the other frustrating. That is the one thing I don't like about Nintendo at the moment. Is the whole amiibo thing. Is there's some really good levels online already, where you can change into little Donkey Kong Jr. and things. But any amiibo you can scan in, and then it becomes... when you get a mushroom, instead of turning into Big Mario, you'll turn into another Nintendo character, the amiibo character. But you can only put those in your level if you've got the amiibo.
Not just that, but it doesn't actually affect the way you play it either, does it?
It doesn't affect gameplay, but I wouldn't mind that as much, because actually, with the graphical elements that they've given you, you can make quirky levels that look more like a Zelda platforming level or a Donkey Kong one.
Yeah.
So that's kind of all right.
Yeah.
The frustrating thing is look, that code's in there.
Yeah.
It's cosmetic at best.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend 400 quid on shit toys
No.
to be able to make the icon change in the game I just spent 40
Yeah.
on. I don't like the way Nintendo are doing that across the board.
That is frustrating. But it should be if I scan my Zelda amiibo and then he turns into Link.
Like a boss.
Like a boss.
Like a bloody
he should
legend.
be able to shoot a bow and arrow or use his sword, which would then add another layer to make levels specifically for those amiibo.
Then you'd probably resent it less that you've got to buy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd still be annoyed, but it would make more sense at least to have this extra functionality.
But if you have Sonic, because you can be Sonic in it, but you can't spin dash or anything.
It does seem more annoying the fact that it's a game so based around creativity and making your own thing, and you can't
holds you back there.
Yeah, it holds you back there because you need to spend money for that bit.
And the other thing that frustrates me is apparently, and this could be different for the actual retail version, I don't know, if your friends make levels, you can't find them. You can't. There's no list.
That's another thing I think about. You can't go into your friends list and find levels only your friends have made.
Oh, really?
No, there's no direct way doing that. But again, I feel like they're going to patch that.
They've got to, because that's insane, right? Cause
but you know what Nintendo are like with online stuff.
It is classic Nintendo to be a bit weird about online, but surely, like, I want to see what my friends are making.
Mario Kart works brilliantly.
Mario Kart does, and actually, like Animal Crossing on the 3DS worked really, really well in terms of adding your friends and going and visiting and trading. All this sort of stuff. Nintendo can do it.
Those 3 things could easily be sorted if they just. Yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will sort it.
Yeah, well, you look at Kart and Splatoon and games like that, the amount that Nintendo are putting in at the back end of games, like with all the free content on Splatoon, hopefully Nintendo will add other things.
I can't wait for it.
But it's already amazing. If we had more kazoos, I'd give it more, but I can only give it 4. I'm always going to make that noise in mind.
Okay. I'm trying really hard to make the proper noise. Yeah, I've had a problem with that.
Just try and sing a song into it and you'll be fine.
Yeah, see, I'm nailing the kazoo now. You just need some time with it, and then you'll get it. All I could think when you were talking about the amiibos was how much of a definite consumer I am, because all I'm thinking in my head is like, I'm fine with that. I like to buy things, and I find that fun, and put my little thing on the thing. I love that.
Yeah, I'm reviewing Disney Infinity at the moment. And I'm
just so jealous of you. I'm
so
close
good
to
games.
buying
I just don't understand. Look, I think I'm just old. When I was a kid, I think I said this on Video Game Nation, but when I was a kid, if I wanted a toy, I bought a toy. If I wanted a computer game, I bought a game. And
you want to keep them separate?
I don't have to buy both to do one thing.
Yes, you do now.
No, I know.
Magic.
It's
Brave new world.
Because the fucking game. Just give me the thing.
It's magical. Imagine when you was a child, though. Someone said, see this little toy Mickey Mouse? You went, yeah. Look at this. And they put it on a pad, and Mickey Mouse is in the game. Or even better, in Skylanders, when you put them on the pad, and they're all like, oh, thanks, I've come to life.
I get why kids think that's amazing. I'm an adult, and I've bought a fucking game. I
have Skylanders Giants that I purchased, and I loved it. I thought it was so much fun.
Don't think you're taking into account how much of a cynical arsehole I was as a child. And I probably would have just explained to you, it's like the RFID chip inside it that's just interacting with the thing and the pre-existing code in the game. And then everyone would leave me because I'm deeply boring.
They live in the same space in my head as Day One DLC, and you say, "Oh, fuck off!"
I'm
you should
so
have given
fine
me that.
with that. This is my problem.
Yeah,
I had Coca-Cola.
You were the problem
when I was a child. I just
Is that relevant?
Because I remember this the other day. I love products and commercial things so much that I enjoyed the logo of Coca-Cola being on my curtains. I was like, oh, this pleases me. I'm glad to see this.
Were people allowed in your room with Pepsi? Or
No, wait. No, the weird thing is I prefer Pepsi. But yeah, I like the consuming of things. I like I like to buy things. Things like that. I love that. That's
Stuff and
such an
junk and
sequitur.
crap.
Just like, what?
You have Coca-Cola curtains.
I did.
That's so
I did.
weird.
Well, this is why I thought about it. I was like, I guess it is. Everyone didn't have Coca-Cola.
No one had Coca-Cola curtains.
They had
Even
things they liked.
Coca-Cola didn't have
The
Coca-Cola
weird thing
curtains.
is, as well, I picked them. Like, I didn't get given them and was like, oh no.
Was it like your main Christmas present?
Yeah, I was just like, well, my room was getting redecorated, and I remember being like, oh, and them.
Where do you even find Coca-Cola
I
curtains?
have no idea, but they must have been in the Argos catalogue
It
for me to
must have
see
been
them
Argos.
somewhere and be like, them ones,
dear.
please.
You're not right.
Yeah, I like it. I like Day One DLC. I'm fine. I like getting a
tickled me.
season pass. I like that. I like that stuff.
No.
But no, never mind. Anyway, so Mario Maker's good.
Yes,
and
it's brilliant.
Simon, you've been playing a game that I've seen on the App Store.
It is £1.49 on the App Store.
Shiny watches.
Both. It is on Apple Watch, but I never played it on my Apple Watch.
Have you not yet?
No, it's on Android and everything as well. It's called Lifeline, and it's basically a text adventure, choose your own adventure sort of thing. Have any of you ever read Fables?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's the guy who wrote that.
The
Wolf Among
comic
Us.
that they
The
made
actual
Wolf
comic,
Among
not
Us
the
from.
game. Wolf
Yeah,
Among
yeah.
Us. Guy who wrote that. He wrote this
Really?
game. Yeah.
Bill
And-
Willingham?
Well, I don't know his name.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
that a name or just
Yeah.
a noise? Bill Willingham.
Bill
Sure,
Willingham.
him.
Yeah,
Basically,
I think.
you are your phone has intercepted this guy or girl called Taylor. Never references what gender it is. Who is a space person stuck on a planet somewhere or a moon. I can't remember. But you've intercepted the transmission he's trying to send out, and you are his lifeline.
I get it.
I
See,
Yeah.
I read that description. I was just like, ooh, space,
And,
sold.
But the game happens in real time. So the first message you get is sort of like, "Oh shit, I found you. Please help me out. I need your help. I'm stuck. What do I do?" And then he gives you you always get a choice of two things to do, and the story branches out in all sorts of different directions. And it's really, really well written. It's really fun. Charlie, his name's not Charlie at all. It's Taylor.
Then Charlie turns
I
up.
don't know where I got
Someone's
Charlie
made
from.
a big impact
Someone's
on
bit
you.
his finger.
What's his name? Fuck, Bob. No, Taylor. He's a really believable character. I really felt for him immediately, and then I think the game took me about 3 or 4 days to finish because he'll say, for example, "Oh, I've got an option of either staying here camping out by my ship for the night, or do I walk over to this thing that's over that's really far away that I might die on the way over there. I don't know." And then you choose, and then you wait however long it takes for him to walk over there. So you're just sort of following his story as it's happening, and there's loads of different ways the story can branch. I've played it through 3 times, and I've got a different ending each time,
Nice.
like completely different.
Doesn't
ending.
it come through sort of like text messages? As
Yeah,
well,
it comes
the way
through.
it appears on
Basically,
your
yeah.
screen?
So the reason it would work on an Apple Watch is that all it is text, and it comes through, and you can just choose an option there, and then on your phone. But I was playing it mostly on
I imagine
my
I do it on the
phone
phone,
because
yeah,
it
this
just
isn't
it
the
looks
avenue
nicer.
for games.
It's fiddly on the
Yeah.
Apple Watch, but
Everything's fiddly on the Apple Watch, isn't
everything's
it?
fiddly. Love it, but
Yeah.
everything's fiddly.
Got to put that in. It's great. I love it.
I do love it. But yeah, I was playing it on my phone the whole time because it's just easier. It's easier
Yeah.
to read, and you can scroll back way easier through what's happened so far. But also, it asks you to do things whilst he's going off and doing whatever. So, for example, he might ask you how much. I've got an option to stay next to an engine that's kicking out radiation, but it's giving out this much radiation. How bad is that for a human? And he'll give you a thing. You've got to go off and Google it to figure out whether or not it's okay
Can you
for him
use
to
Bing?
stay there. No, no
is
one
bullshit.
uses Bing.
I like choice in the matter, and I like to be awkward with my search engine.
You'll have to ask Taylor, and he'll give you your option.
Alta Vista,
Yeah, that one's fine.
Dogpile,
Dogpile.
Dogpile.
What?
Dogpile,
Jeeves.
old school.
We'll ask Jeeves what he thinks. Yeah, and it's really cool like that. And you actually have to Google things and figure stuff out to help him to make the best choices. And you really start feeling for him. And when he starts getting sick sometimes, or if he doesn't get sick, you really feel responsible.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
a Tamagotchi.
It is like a Tamagotchi. I was worried.
A
for
really
him.
sad
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi.
How quickly can you kill him?
I think I killed him within a day.
I'm thinking of Tamagotchi here.
Okay, within a day.
Okay,
Within a day.
okay. Does it have to be played in real time like that?
No, well,
Can I just
no.
sit
Yes,
there and
no,
play
you can,
through
yeah,
it?
you can turn that option off.
Oh, well, that's all right then, because I was going to complain about it being in real time, because I can't be arsed with that.
Can you not?
That feels like a game dictating my life to me.
I
I want to sit around doing fuck all day on
all
my
day
on my own
on your own
terms.
terms.
Yeah.
It's just cool because it generally just sort of comes through, and it's literally like you're on it for maybe 3 minutes, and then you do something, and then you forget about it, and then you get into the message, and you're like, ooh.
See, I like the idea of that. I like the idea of it.
Is
coming
it this one?
through.
That's it, Lifeline.
Okay,
That's
I've just
it.
got it up on my phone for anybody. I'm going to download it now because it sounds amazing.
Sounds really
I've
good.
not got around to it. So, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's really,
as soon as you
I
said
really
you can
liked
do it, turn that option off.
Yeah, you can turn
I'm,
it off.
I'm into it
down.
now.
Yeah.
It's just,
I'm all over this.
It's
It's
just
all right.
really great.
I've got you covered, guys.
And there's there's often options where like, oh god, both options here are going to be bad.
Yeah.
And you just can't decide which one's going to be the worst outcome. But then maybe you choose the bad one. It's like, oh shit, he's found supplies by doing this bad thing, and it's just
I'm
great.
sure you're going to say God then.
He's found God.
God.
Taylor found God. But it's really interesting.
It's just a secret religious
No, really,
text.
this is like Star Trek. Like they found God. He's like, he's real, guys. He's out here.
And they set phasers to stun.
As soon as I finished it, I went online to Reddit just to see what other people, how they played it and how they sort of went through the game. And some people managed to do absolutely everything you could in one playthrough, but I haven't managed to yet.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was interesting that some people would, because it didn't cross my mind, because I saw it as a guy called Taylor, but there were some people who were writing she, because Taylor's obviously works both ways, and like
that's the assumption. Yeah.
it's totally how you
How
you
you
envision
perceive-
Taylor to be.
Yeah, Taylor. Yeah.
So someone's written a game about Taylor Swift being trapped on the moon.
There you go. It's a girl
Brilliant.
for you. Lovely little Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I'm buying this twice now.
You a big
No,
Swift fan?
I just want to
Potato
see
fan.
Taylor Swift trapped on a moon.
That's fair. I mean, we all do. Has man not looked at the moon?
Are you
and
really
dreamed
good?
that Taylor
You're
Why
good.
do you all
Swift?
hate Taylor Swift? What did she
I
do?
love
don't
Taylor
hate
I
Swift.
don't hate her. I
don't
just
have an
want her
opinion.
out of the
No.
way.
It's my
Really
the moon.
taking your spotlight.
She is. I would have been a star if it weren't
Look,
for
I've
her.
been shaking it off for years.
Yes,
no one
cares. People just vomit when I do that.
Well, now you can kill her in Lifeline.
I didn't say I want to kill her. I just wanted to live on the moon.
Sustained, but on the moon. Yeah.
Was it 149? £1.
No, it was 79p, I think.
79p.
Whoa.
It's on sale.
Where's my
everyone.
goddamn phone? It's there. It's switched off. Shit.
That's a biggity bargain.
Yeah, get on that.
79p on the
79p.
App
It's
Store
well worth it for 79p.
or your
it really
Google
is.
Play Store.
Yeah, and
Googly
that's
Play.
what I was playing.
Sounds like a
just
really
one
good game,
thing.
man.
It
I
It is
definitely want to
good.
play that.
It's really nice.
Do you want to give it the kazoo rating?
How many kazoos?
Oh, four.
How four?
Jeez.
Four kazoos.
We're being very
It's
good. with the
unanimous
kazoos.
so
Yeah.
far, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I hope that you guys agree with me.
Wow. Four kazoos.
Yeah, well, I will definitely pick that up. Another thing we were going to talk about, because Steve, you've been absolutely loving it by all accounts. Rare Replay.
I haven't been absolutely loving it.
No,
That might.
It's like acceptable amounts.
All
of love.
accounts were
There's
lying.
lots of things in it
Okay.
that I love.
all accounts came in, and
It's,
there's no truth.
Which of you guys have played it?
Me.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just you that hasn't had
It's
it.
me. Yeah, I have
Fine.
no affinity with it.
I say you
unfortunately.
like anybody should know. Chris hasn't played it
You
yet.
like
like
Day
it.
One DLC and Coca-Cola curtains. You
It's not
wouldn't
for
like
you.
Rare,
I would
would
like
you?
Rare. No, it's probably got a soul. I don't,
They
I don't
made
like
full
things like
games
that.
and released them all at once.
I like things that are just like I can even look at them and be like, I understand who you are mechanically manipulating my brain, and I enjoy it. And I play 12 more hours of Destiny instead.
You'd probably enjoy Perfect Dark Zero, wouldn't you?
I might. I
You're
don't know.
that kind
I've-
of person.
Yeah,
It's
would
not a
I?
dreadful game.
What,
It's not
Perfect
the-
Dark Zero?
It's not the best game. It's not
Tupperware
awful.
simulator.
Indeed.
Tupperware simulator. I like
They
the
all look
simulator.
very plastic.
Oh, okay.
It was,
I like
supposed to be
Sim.
these incredible next-gen graphics, and everyone just looked plastic.
It looks like the first game on the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
It looks
very,
like exactly
very
what it
much
is.
so.
Viva Pinata was quite big on the was quite big. Was,
That's super stylized graphics.
yeah, but it looked really nice.
it does look lovely.
And that was at least a launch window title, as I recall.
No, it was about a
wasn't
year
it?
later, I think. It wasn't.
Was it?
wasn't
Oh
one of
yeah,
those-
of course. I got my Xbox 360 a year after it came out. In my head, that's when it came out.
This is when games started.
Yeah, but anyway, it was a year into it, so yeah.
Yeah. No, it's it's a weird. It's good. It's really really good. And
Yeah.
if you enjoyed Rare games when you were younger, you should get it because it's like 20 quid anyway. So it's
Yeah, 20 quid.
it's really cheap. It's 30 games for 20 quid. If you liked those games when you were younger and you want to revisit them, it's definitely worth it. If you never played Rare games, there's enough in it to make it worthwhile. And the love that's gone into putting it together is amazing. Like there's the opening cinematic, like a big tip. They've
So
written
much fun.
with like classic Banjo-Kazooie and things. There's an opening theme song, and it's beautiful. It's well animated. The whole package is great. Not all the no one needs to play 8 Spectrum games again.
No.
Like any 8 Spectrum games.
No.
No one needs that
No.
because
You
they're
play-
not playable. Atom
Play
Attack
one
is
for 20 minutes and
ridiculous.
go, huh.
Fortunately, they do. They do.
I haven't loaded those even. I don't think.
They're all. I had to play them all through for this thing that I did, but some of them have got like unlimited lives and things as little things that you can switch on to make it a bit
Oh,
more bearable,
okay.
which is good because it makes it more palatable. But it's not all great. The other thing that's a shame is that although you've got the opening cinematic thing and the way it's done with they've got like featurette videos that they've made that tell you about the history of the game and things. It's all nice, but there's certain things that aren't good, so you have to unlock the featurettes rather than just watch them. Whereas you just want to watch videos.
I heard about this.
So you've got to play a lot of games, some of which are not good, before you can get to some of the videos. Which, I mean, you can just go on YouTube and watch them. It doesn't really matter. But it's a shame you can't get at them. And also, the Xbox 360 games are done through
an emulator.
Yeah, well, no,
Basically,
it's all emulated, but the Xbox 360 ones are done by the backwards compatible thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when you're in Rare Replay, if you want to play one of the Xbox 360 games, it actually boots you out of it and loads up a separate file, which is the Xbox 360 game. And then you sort of have to use the menu to go back into it. And when I was playing it a few times, that glitches and sort of crashes the thing before you go back in. So it's not quite as slick as it wants to be.
To play them, you have to download them as well.
Yeah, that's what I was going
Which
to say.
is
You have to
just-
download each individual game.
Yeah, there's
onto
not. I
your
think there's
console.
9
It's
360
not just a
games to
disc with
download.
everything
Just
on
the
it
360 ones,
conveniently.
yeah. And it's
And
not
actually-
like you're downloading your 8 kilobyte Spectrum games.
But not
Oh, okay.
But you do have to download Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie and Perfect Dark because they were emulated on 360. So it's the emulated 360.
Oh,
version
those
you
are the only
download.
ones you have to install?
No, those 3 and all the Xbox 360 games, so Cameo and
Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah.
And
Nuts and bolts, doesn't
Perfect Dark Zero, your favourite game.
Speaking of my favourite game, as someone who has I didn't have a Nintendo 64, with no affinity to any Rare games whatsoever except Viva Pinata, would I enjoy these in any way? Or are they
No.
too old at this
it?
stage?
Jetpack Refueled.
Is that worth
Yeah.
a go?
Jetpack Refueled's great.
So good.
It's a remake of their first ever game on
What's
Spectrum.
Jetpack Refilled all about?
Single screen, and it's just a little guy with a jetpack who collects bits of a spaceship and then bits of fuel whilst trying not to get shot by aliens.
got
to build
space.
it. It's good. It's really cute. It's a good classic arcade game.
I don't think you would put in any time to Banjo-Kazooie.
I don't think I would either.
Not a
It'd
second.
take you too long to get going.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Perfect Dark, the original.
Yeah, you never played GoldenEye, did you?
I didn't
And actually,
really-
Perfect Dark is arguably a better game than GoldenEye was, just without
always thought
but
We don't have to whisper it, guys. This is
No,
an
but
open forum.
It's
I'll just
GoldenEye.
turn
You
I'll
talk
just
about
turn you
GoldenEye,
up.
someone will just run in
Mate,
and punch you for
I
it.
tried playing GoldenEye, far removed from the fact, but to me, as a shooter, that doesn't make any sense. I know it was a
I think
pioneer
very
for
much of
console
its
shooters,
day.
yeah. But the way
yeah.
the gun moves and everything, I'm just like, oh no, I'm used to Halo being the starting
that's the
point
thing,
for my
is
console shooters.
Perfect Dark solved a lot of that, and that's the nice thing is if you want to. You'll never get to play GoldenEye and it feel like someone who played it back then. But
Yes.
if you want to get the experience of what it felt like to play GoldenEye then, playing Perfect Dark now with the refinements they made to that
Okay.
game probably gives you the feel of you just have to pretend it's James Bond.
Yeah.
But it will give you the feel of what GoldenEye was to people who loved it.
Okay.
It's a good
I
Perfect
should
Dark.
try that then, because that's always been a hole in my shooting games game.
Basically, Rare Replay. If you loved it when you were younger, buy it because it's 20 quid. If you didn't, you'll be able to pick it up for 12 quid in game in about 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it costs you sod all. Just buy it because
Doesn't
why not?
have the best
Then,
game.
then you've got 30 games. It's
Yeah,
fine.
and
It
there's
doesn't-
definitely
it doesn't
enough
have the
there.
best
If you just have a
games,
nosy.
It
Just for
doesn't-
Jetpack
I don't think.
What's the best game according to you?
Diddy Kong Racing, but that's not.
Oh,
not on it.
Yeah,
It's not on there
well,
'cause it's
Nintendo
Nintendo.
owned that, didn't they?
That is the
Got
best
that on
thing.
lock.
Oh god, that game! I think that game is still great now, no matter how
I
many
always
times
hear
I play
that.
it.
Whenever Carter's come up,
Yeah,
that's always one that people mention. That and Crash Bandicoot
Crash-
always seems to get Crash
Crash
Team
Team
Racing.
Racing. That
that's
was
it.
really
People
good.
seem to really like that one.
That 64-bit era was good for. Well, it was 32 with PlayStation, but that era of gaming,
We were
lots
all
of good
32,
karting
yeah.
games.
yeah.
A lot of good karting games.
But then they also
Moto
made,
Toon Grand Prix,
Obviously.
made by what became Polyphony, who then went on to make Gran Turismo. It's an obvious leap.
It is, yeah. So, if we're done with Rare Replay, how many kazoos would that get, Stephen McNeil?
I think it's the first non-4. I think it's 3.
3
I think it's
kazoos.
3 kazoos.
I'm happy
you're
to
not
step this
allowed
one
because
out.
you didn't have it.
Oh, because I didn't have it. Okay, I will step this one out. You guys kazoo it up. Right, final thing on our agenda, and I say agenda, it's a document that says document 1, and it's just got games names written on
Come
it.
on.
You're peeking
It's a
behind the
mess.
curtain.
This is a mess. Tried to wrap it up earlier with the lovely little
You
kazoo
did,
thing on that
yeah.
first seg. This one, he's literally just said Gran Turismo. You're going to throw
I
it
could
at
have gone for
Forza,
Forza 6.
and you've not segued. You started banging on about an untitled Word document.
I've not
Raise
got the
your
skills
fucking
to pay
game,
the
Chris,
bills.
like,
Look,
come on.
man. I'm trying.
That was a gift from a professional, and you've just thrown it on the floor and gone,
I have.
oh no, What do you want to talk about, Chris? What does Document 1 say?
Forza 6.
Oh!
Is that
Where'd
what the
that
podcast
come
is
from?
called? Document 1. There we go.
There'll be Document 2 next time.
Did you know Forza 6 is a driving game like Gran Turismo?
Like Gran Turismo, wow.
Like Motor Toon Grand Prix
Did you
before
learn-
it.
That would
And
have been
like
the
Diddy
obvious
Kong
jumping off
racing.
point.
Yeah, it would have been, but that's not what happened.
Forza
So-
6 is coming out, isn't it?
Yeah,
So-
Forza 6.
You like
You've
cars?
played a lot of it, haven't you?
Yeah. How much is a lot?
I don't know.
60
More
hours
than the
across 5
demo,
days.
which
It's
is
not
all I've
60
played.
hours across
Yeah,
5
yeah.
days, unfortunately. I don't want to put numbers on how much I've played, which just means not 60 hours.
Okay.
It's a driving game. You drive cars,
Yes.
and it's all great and stuff, which is my professional opinion.
Wow.
But the
When's the review out?
at the time of recording tomorrow morning. But the main problem I have with it is just how it's so far up its own arse.
Forza?
I know, it's hard to believe. Apparently, cars are just the greatest thing in the world.
Oh, they are.
They
They're almost like art. They're beautiful.
They are just deified in such a way that is ludicrous. And I sit there wanting to laugh at it, but instead I just get annoyed because these scenes where it's telling you how great these cars are and how much they mean to you and how they keeps on using the phrase talk to you. How this car talks to you. It doesn't fucking talk to me. I just like it how it looks and I
Only
can go
Knight
fast in
Rider
it.
car
Boom!
does that.
Does Sean Maguire still do all the voices?
Sean
No,
Maguire.
that's Horizon. Those are good. Yeah, those are fun.
Oh, Horizon.
There's none of that in Forza Horizon.
Horizon had the fun in it, but it also had the
Yeah.
arsehole aspirational shit of, hey, we're all here on party holiday. Oh, fucking die.
You
don't
can't
like-
get Forza
See,
right,
to
can you? Can
me,
they?
I hated those people. I
I didn't like those people, but I liked the idea of me being on a nice European holiday with rich people. I was like, this is nice.
I
I'd
would
like a rich
not want to
holiday.
be on holiday with rich people.
No, I would also, in this dream scenario, I would be one of the rich people as well.
Are you wearing a Coca-Cola suit?
I'm wearing a Coca-Cola suit. I'm doing like some sort of cool dance. Like it's really good, and I'm having a great time in that. It's made of the curtains though, so you know the reality behind it. But yeah, so Forza's good though, by all accounts. I've only played the demo, and that intro video was very wanky.
Yeah, so if you've played the demo, if you've seen the intro video,
That's
you
how
know.
you pull it back round, Steve.
Yeah, no one's spotted. That was
No, that's
world
good.
class. World class.
Come on.
Good.
It's very, very wanky.
Yeah, that have either of you played the demo yet on the Xbox
No, I've not
One?
touched it yet.
No.
Not a chance.
The thing is, they released an ad, TV ad today or yesterday or something that's actually really good.
Yeah.
And it's obviously, I mean, it's a TV ad, of course it's done by an external company, but it's very obviously done by an external company after playing the proper game because it's actually got a bit of fun about it and a bit of
Yeah.
sense of humour and stuff. It's like a car driving through the history of driving games. And it's nice, it's fun, it's
Yeah.
actually a good advert. Then you play the game and you're like, this is a really good game, I'm having a lot of fun. But just shut up.
Yeah.
Stop telling me how important cars are and
Yeah.
how they've cured cancer and everybody fucking dances around the maypole every time one drives past. They're not that great. They're a fucking car.
Yeah.
It's a car.
Big
I
source of
started the game
pollution
in a
as well, of course.
VW Golf.
True. Big source of pollution.
Don't mention that. did I?
That intro video though is big source of pollution. Steve says.
Oh,
that
yeah.
they don't
Well,
mention.
environment's
Any
fucked
hybrids in
anyway.
it?
There's the Tesla, Majiggy.
Just one.
There's
Was
probably
there
some
another
others.
in there?
Are Infinity any of that kind of thing?
I've got no idea.
Yeah, I don't
There
know
might
really
be-
anything, but
I'm,
there
I'm
might
like
be
everyone
some.
I know on Facebook in that I like to present the illusion that I care about.
Oh, yeah, totally.
But, if it involves me actually putting my email address on another website, I probably won't click on
If
it.
you can just read a Wikipedia article about it, it's fine.
that's the dream.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's as far as my charity and Good Samaritan ship goes.
Hey, man,
Don't even know if
that
Samaritan
works.
ship's a name. Should look it up on Wikipedia.
Hey, we'll find out later on next time in Ian's Wikipedia times. But that intro video is very wanky. Like it begins with the two kids,
Yeah.
like standing there, and it's like, "To race is in our blood."
Yeah.
And it's like, "Why do we do it?" And I think
Money.
it resolves on like
Just a
to
bit of
be.
fun, innit?
And
Yeah.
it's like to be immortal, and it's like, what?
It doesn't work like
yeah,
that,
it's like, what are you on about?
If anything, it shortens your lifespan quite a bit.
Yeah,
Or potentially
I
shortens
was
your lifespan.
watching
quite a
it, and I literally just said, like, just to have a laugh, really, surely. Like, it's just fun. That's why I'm
bit.
playing this
No,
game.
these
Racing.
are cars.
Yeah.
These are important.
Yeah, that's the vibe you get, and it doesn't let you skip it. Like, you're
that's
pressing
annoying.
A, and you're like, I don't care, I would like to just get to the really, really good car driving, please. But it's like, no, watch. We spent a lot of money on making, and it looks like they spent a lot of money on making that video. It's very well shot.
Clearly spent a lot of money on all of it.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, yeah. The game's amazing. That they
It's
did
so
go
much better
on.
than 5 because 5 was a bit of a hash
Yeah,
job.
man. Well, it felt like they
It was
they
rushed.
they just rushed it to get it out for the
It's a
Xbox
launch
One
title thing,
launch.
isn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
and this is the one that they should have made, and
Yeah.
that hurts a bit. Maybe not physically.
Stings.
Yeah,
I got
mean,
it for free on my Xbox One, so I didn't begrudge
Is that when
Forza
car
5.
games began for you?
When car games began when it launched on the Xbox One?
What are these things?
What is this? This is fun, isn't it? Like, woo. And yeah, that's when I became
But
aware
one of the
them.
things that when I saw them doing one of the presentations about Forza 6 before it came out, they were talking up puddles.
Yes,
And
that's what I
I
was going to say.
laughed so hard at that because they were talking about how they'd like 3D volumetric physics-based models of puddles and they're in accurate places, and I was like, really, you're dedicating time to this?
That
and
was
then
their big message.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
having played it, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, they are actually.
Puddles are awesome.
Yeah, puddles are.
And
They
when you-
change the way you race
Yeah,
so
man.
much.
Hell yeah! When you go over one of those puddles, you're like, "Oh, hydroplaning!
Yes.
That's really a thing!" And
Yeah.
you feel the whole car through the
You
controller.
start changing your racing line to
Yeah,
amazing.
you have to, because
and that,
it will
and that
show
can
you
entirely
a line.
knacker up your race if you've
Yeah.
gone off the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But then
It
you can
shows you
rewind
the standard
it. It's
racing line, but
stupid.
that can still go through. If it starts raining, that will just go through a puddle.
Right.
And so you have to be like, oh no, avoid the puddle. But you're also
But
trying
one
to take a corner.
thing I couldn't help but feeling when I was racing it, if you hit a puddle and maybe skid out or something, was it's pretty much exactly what the original Super Mario Kart was doing with the oil puddles. Just saying.
Yeah,
Also,
true.
I can't reconcile the word puddle with the sort of voiceovers that you're talking about for the intro.
Watch out for puddles.
Do they call them puddles?
It's an odd
accumulation
term.
of
Yeah.
precipitation
Yeah.
in the corners of this fine racing course.
He's done it. He's solved
Yeah,
it.
he's got
He's
it.
solved
I couldn't do it. That's why you're hearing. Forza 6, kazoos. What would you give it?
Right.
I mean, unless Mario's
I'm
driving,
glad this
I'm
is
not
just
bothered.
like, we don't even raise a smile anymore. Like the mention of, so what kazoos does it get? We're all like,
Yeah, 'cause
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
that's
of course.
why.
It's a
That's how this
definite
works.
thing.
yeah, that's what we do. That's
Yeah.
our thing.
It's a 4, but with the caveat that it is very, very wanky, and some people genuinely might not be able to put up with the attitude that it has, and the music is so fucking over the top dramatic. Pootling around in a Nissan Micra or something. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, shut up. 4.
For kazoos, but how can we? What tune can we do that will portray the wankiness? Because that's the caveat. to the
Something
four
super
things.
dramatic.
Yeah.
You should do the Inception.